Hello there and welcome to iAtZine's Let's Play Ziggurat. Ziggurat is a first-person shooter. If you took Tower of Guns and laid it out in a level format like Binding of Isaac, you would end up with Ziggurat so long as you changed all of the guns for magic. So that's what we're doing today. Let's give it a go. Resuming off at... what floor is it? Floor 2, I think? Just to get us straight into the action. Granted, I'm going to die at some point, but... well, that's for the best. This way we can actually have a look at some of the stuff going on. So, for example, upgrades are done via choosing one of two randomly generated cards. So in this case, we can go either discard all your current weapons and get new ones with improved attack rate, or potions give you more health. Well, I'm going to take the potions give you more health one. At the moment, we've got a flame bomb, which is quite nice, and we're just about to pick up Viper Fangs. That's a poison attack. Don't really like the poison attacks, but at least it's based on the blue magic, which we've got 3 separate magic meters. We've got an orange one, we've got blue magic, the green one is for staves, and then this one is a regenerating very weak wand. So let's get started, shall we? You can see in the top left we've got the map of the level, much like Isaac. Here, this is the portal key for the next level, so we best not run straight into the boss chamber or else we'll end up fighting the boss. And now the map's gone because now we've got minions to kill. Shouldn't be all that hard. This is floor 2, however, so it may be somewhat more interesting than just starting on floor 1. Right, so that should be doing damage over time, as should setting him on fire. Yep, that did the trick. Ah, he actually accurately predicted my movement. That's unusual. Ah, there's someone left, isn't there? The yellow spots are experience. These crystal shards are mana gems. And those nasty looking armor guys are enemies. Well, funny that. I do love the level design in this game. The whole room's layout is extremely reminiscent of the Binding of Isaac. The sort of theme is somewhat reminiscent, but not a whole lot. So let's sort of area denial a bit. Switching between weapons so that we don't run out of ammo for either of them. I say ammo, it's actually mana, but it literally makes 0 difference what it's called. Bunch more experience, almost to the level. You can see at the bottom of the bar, at the bottom of the screen, there is a bar that is my experience level. Now, naturally, this is a roguelike, so it will reset to 0. As in our level will reset to 0 should we have to restart. Which happens quite a lot, you know, roguelikes dying a lot. I do like the throwing mechanics in that your character automatically targets the throw correctly to land a throwable on target so long as you've got them in the reticle. It means you don't really have to worry about the arc it's taking. Might be an idea to force an upgrade now, because it does pause while we do that. Right, so we can either have more orange armor, more orange mana, or more health from potions. I think this number tells you how many times you've taken that card, either so far this run or in total. I couldn't tell you which it is for definite, because I'm not sure yet. Again, trying not to read the wiki too much, just because I don't want to spoil the game too much. There is a plot, technically, in that the entire point seems to be go kill shit. You're a wizard initiate trying to pass a test, essentially. The test is the Ziggurat and nobody gets out alive, at least nobody with all their limbs intact. I do like the atmosphere as well. Need more orange mana. And it's always a good idea to keep an eye out for cracked walls where a door would otherwise be, because that's definitely a good way to find secret rooms. Again, like Binding of Isaac, except in Isaac the only real hint is the layout of the level. I.e. a secret room will be covered on 3 sides by other rooms. And accessible from all of those rooms. Right. Lights out, embrace the darkness. Essentially, it's a random room modifier that has decided that this room is going to be slightly different. And those can happen from a variety of ways. You can have anything from a variety of large and small monsters. You can have everyone's fast or slow. Suddenly mana of one type can cost more and mana of others can cost less. Oh, it looks like I'm going to die here, so... Oh, no matter. It's a lot of these guys and it's in the dark. It's not unprecedented. I don't know why the flying turtles are so hard to kill, but they do appear to be. Right, do we see any cracked walls here? I wouldn't say that's cracked at all. Doesn't look obviously cracked. So let's continue our mission. You can get perks that mean by smashing things like those you gain health, which is very useful. Here is what I would probably call a devil deal if we're using Isaac terminology. You can either pray to the gods without offering anything. That is a chance of something positive or something mixed or something negative, and usually the negatives outweigh the positives, but if you're in a desperate situation you might be willing to give it a shot. If you have enough health, you can donate health at this shrine, and then there's the 3 different types of mana you can donate to get positives. So green mana increase along with green mana use increase. Well, it gives and it takes. I don't actually have a weapon in slot 3 at the moment, which would be a staff, so that actually makes very little difference. So now let's sprint off. I love the manoeuvrability, and I do think bunny hopping actually does seem to work, which is unusual, although I do like it a lot. Oh, some more of these dudes. Oh, he's on fire. I think he'd like to be a bit more on fire, to be fair. Sufficiently inflamed. I'm having to snipe him from a distance because we've got no health. And unless someone drops a health vial, I'm basically had it. I don't have any health regeneration that I'm aware of. Ooh, health potion. Now that's what I was looking for. Now we're cooking with gas. So letting the poison do its work while I also hammer him with everything else. Right, quickly level up in case we get something that gives more health. Regain health by breaking things. That's what I wanted. Potions giving more health is useful, but only if weak potions drop. This means that we can just smash parts of the arena to regen health. Looks like there's something behind us. Yep. I wonder if they're spawning in. It's possible. It's something that they do. Heh, do. Right, now just stepping out the way is good enough for those. Getting used to the enemies and their specific patterns is really enough to get you through most levels. So this another reason it's like many roguelikes, learning the game is the sort of key critical skill. Just walked through those and got health. I'm surprised that you can smash them by walking through them. Right, so there's a poison. Unfortunately we're low on this when you right click shoot it, because it uses it so quickly. Now this, as you can see on the map, it's marked as a trap room, because this room is full of traps. Now I don't know where we're going. Oh, so it looks like that's the direction we're going. this could quite easily kill me because those traps do so much damage. Oh, no, ran too early. Trying to get the timing right is difficult. And it's stopped. Oh, needed to double jump. I do need to sprint to get through this as fast as possible. Right, fire. I think I'm just out of range of that now. I don't think I ought to sprint across this gap. And there's the treasure chest the other side. There we go. I was thinking I wouldn't be able to do that for a sec, but no. Ooh, so now that would replace our firebomb with an ice bow. Slow bullets, but they do freeze enemies, and that increases our maximum health. Not much use unless we find some kind of I think I'd rather have the fire, to be fair. Although that's so cool. I wonder what the secondary fire of this is. Oh! Some kind of ice flame. Well, maybe that would be more useful in the long run anyway. We'll give that a go. So, of course, I may not have said it, but every weapon has a secondary fire mode you can give a go of. So, for example, the wand, it's single shots or multi-shots, which is the one I was using that burn up mana like crazy. For these, it's 4 poison bolts, or really pointlessly, a whole bunch of them. And then for this one, it's fire or blue. Now, blue obviously means something, because when it's used in baby diaper commercials, it means this is wee, but it's not wee. So this is fire, but it's not fire. Evidently. This is fire, but it's ethanol fire. Or this is fire, but it's almost fire. Minions, aha. Now you tell me what it does. Yep, it appears to slow them. That's nice. You have 2 types of fire and see what the interaction does. Oh, and poison while you're at it. Hey, that really works. Might use that on the boss. Right, now, as you can see, this guy is a slightly different colour than his comrade. He's a sort of blue. If you have played Binding of Isaac Rebirth, well, even Binding of Isaac, you'll recognise champions as sort of recoloured, glowy versions of their original selves. That's literally what he is. He's a champion enemy. He's harder, takes longer to kill. Now, like Isaac, it's often best to kill them last as well. And he's dead. Right. I do want to take his loot, but I do not want to get set on fire by my own fire. I do think that is something that can happen. Now, is there any more experience? Because that's quite critical to our attempts here. Aha, boss room. Right, now we need to be ready for her, or him, or it. Queen Amidala, the Forgotten Soul. Poor lass. She's soon going to be a dead Forgotten Soul, which would be more of a shame. I'm not sure it would actually. I see, so her main objective tactic is to hide. Hide amongst her clones. I have no idea which one is the real one. I'm sure there must be some way of telling. Maybe they're all real. That would be a novel approach. Maybe she's just made living copies of herself to all try and come and kill me. Now, unfortunately, my health is ridiculously low, so I'm going to have to jump. No, wait, not jump. That would be dangerous too. We're going to have to jump. No, instead we're just going to run around in circles forever. Yay! Oh, and we're dead. Well, that is what you kind of expect with this game. It gets very tough. Then you see the end sequence, essentially, where it tells you all about the run you had. And also sometimes gives you unlocks. For example, this is now a card that we can pick up in our next run. It's not a permanent unlock, it won't automatically be unlocked next run, but it is a nice thing to have should it turn up. Increase your max and current health, but reduce the size of your mana pools. It's a trade-off. Interesting. Electric Amulet. Stuns all enemies except bosses. Again, also very useful. It doesn't say anything about minions, i.e. the mini versions of the bosses. So this is what happens if you get a new game. You get to select a character. All of these are unlocked by doing various things and tells you on them what it's by doing. This guy just has more powerful 1 skills but weaker normal magics, or at least less normal magics. I'm just going to start with the all-round balanced guy, and we'll start on level 1. So hopefully we'll get a first boss that we can actually take down. Actually, I think none of the first bosses have actually posed a problem. In all fairness, it's always been the second bosses. Oh, we're ended up with exactly the same item as we started with last time. Good-o. There doesn't appear to be any full damage possible, which is understandable. In some respect, I'm supposed to be a mage apprentice. I'm supposed to know how to do things like fall with grace. Now, I do think this is probably something that is best dealt with by setting it on fire. Kill it with fire, as they say. I do like the fact that once you have seen an enemy, you can see him within the room through walls. So it's essentially your character keeping mental tabs where the enemies are, even if you weren't paying as much attention. Which is nice, and it actually does make some amount of sense. Time distortion, faster enemies. Well, we better kill them as quickly as possible then, because we don't want to die. I wonder if they'll give more experience. I doubt it. I've not noticed a sort of experience increase for the different difficulty rooms. I think the idea is that you're supposed to try and survive them. They're just part of the trial. The whole point of this place is it is a trial. So you've got to learn to survive it. How? Setting myself on fire, not good. Right, we do have an upgrade. It's probably a good idea to do it immediately, at least because it pauses while we're doing it. So, quick upgrade. Druid. Potions give you more health. Vigilant. Recover a small amount of mana at the beginning of each battle. That is ridiculously useful, because it basically means that you don't have to worry about mana as much. There's another one that means you recover health at the beginning of each battle as well. That's quite useful. So it just means you go from battle to battle actually healing, so long as you don't take too much damage in any given battle. We don't have the ability to regenerate health by smashing things yet, so it might be an idea to leave the things unsmashed, just for now. Now, those things are definitely not best taken by a thrown projectile. It's not fast, doesn't move fast enough really. Those are the normal enemy version of the boss that just killed us. I wonder if that means there are boss versions of these, like little imps and stuff too. I certainly know that some of the bosses are different than any enemies I've seen. Like there are slime bosses, for example. Well, he's down. Does that mean that the room's empty? It appears to. Yep. As soon as the map comes back, you can tell that you've finished the room. Well, there's the portal key. You don't actually have to do anything in this room to obtain it. It's just every other room. fellas. Let's dance. Dance the hemp fandango. Right. Recover health at the beginning of each battle or increases the health limit. I think that's more useful over the long term because you can use it to actually regenerate health rather than just one-off. I would love the ability to wreck these things and get health from it, but let's see what this does. For many millennia, this tuber of divine origins was considered a basic plant of the production of portions of curative essences. Nowadays, thanks to its cultivation and cooking by magic wand, it's become favourite food of wizards stranded in the Ziggurat. Thanks to their sustenance, they can calm the roars of stomachs one more day. There isn't actually an example of said tuber, but okay, fair enough. Maybe it was supposed to be a picture that we didn't get to see. And there doesn't either appear to be a... Oh, nope, that could be a smashable wall. We've not quite figured out what it is that allows a wall to be smashed and what doesn't. I know there is some element of just hammering it. It shouldn't be able to be that one because we know that there's an exit into that room in the next room. But still, those were definitely cracked walls. So I was wondering if they were... Yep, slimes are definitely one of the type of bosses. I haven't seen a mushroom boss, but I have seen a sort of plant-like boss, so I wonder if that counts. I wonder if all of the enemies just do have a representative in the boss pool. Would be interesting. Right, is there a... No, there's not a crack over here. As much as I'd like there to be. There's the boss room, but we don't want it yet, because there should still be a cup room on this floor. Do you want to sell all of your mana, or some of your mana, for secrets? And probably I do. Here's the starting room we were in. That's a crack, but that doesn't look like a breakable wall. Again, cracked walls could be... I think it has to not have a plant on it though. Like this one. Yeah, that's a huge crack, so that should be the secret. There we go. And here's the secret, and we get... Wrecking Ball, health by breaking things. Well, that is lovely, so now we can go about smashing stuff in the level if we need to, and get some more health back. We're at 106, but we may come back to break things after the boss. Aha! A treasure room. Now, that grid is a grid full of spikes. So if preferable, you don't want to land on it. I mean, if possible. Whoop. Yep, it can do quite a significant chunk of your health in one hit. So keeping an eye on this platform. Oop. Up there it goes. The problem is more cumulative than it is individual. Come on, fella. Ooh. Ouch. As you can see, getting closer. Oh, dang it. It's almost guaranteed to hit you if you land too close to the middle. And you have to for the first jump. I'd say it's no longer worth it. But sunk cost fallacy is telling me it is. Wow. That is precarious. Yeah, it was in the end. So now we get a whole bunch of health back, and we can obviously smash things to get even more. We increase the alchemy mana, which is one of the ones we actually do have a weapon for at this point. And we escape without any further scratches. Well, I'd say that wasn't bad. If there is anything we can smash, it might be an idea to do so on the way to the boss. Whee! Smash it, smash it. And run through them to smash them. Face smash! And it's healing me as well, which is the best part. Well, it's at least pretty good. Right, so let's whip this out. Sir Arthur, Eternal Warrior. Not for long, matey. This is very reminiscent of days playing Doom. A giant skull firing skulls and spawning skull monsters that also charge. Like I said, I do like the projectile projection. I mean, so long as you can get your cursor on it, you don't have to predict the distance. You just have to get your cursor on it. Oop, let's not step through the portal till we're just ready. Right, here's some healing, that's nice. Mana and upgrades. Right, what's our upgrade? Knowledge gems give you more experience or regain essentially more health by breaking things. Breaking things and healing is really useful. I'd rather have that than level up quicker. I will take the other one if we get yet another option to do so. Wow, did that floor really take that long? Right, this is the second floor. This is where we were last run, except this time we get a 7 staff. Ugh, I hate this weapon. I hate the poison weapons. They're really useless because they only do damage over time. I will trade this out at the first opportunity. Now those things are essentially just plants. There is a boss version of these things at least. I know that much. Oh, and he's dead. Oh, is that all of them? We didn't put up much of a fight, folks. I think there's... Ooh, this is yet another treasure room. That's nice. But again, remember, risk versus reward. Are we going to be able to get to the treasure without losing more health than the treasure's worth? Granted, we can actually regenerate our health by just smashing things now, so that's probably worth it. There we go. But not, you know, there's no guarantees. Right, we've got an amulet. That will be an on-use item. Greatly increases your speed when activated. So, we just hit the E button and suddenly we're sprinting. Really, really fast. It will only last a certain amount of time though, and then it will have to recharge. I think it recharges from combat rather than anything else. But it seems to last a while, that's nice. Always worth figuring out how long or how your items react. Like these Stampy minions I know there's a boss of, and I have not yet killed him once. He is hard. Largely because he can destroy all the terrain with missiles that basically wreck your face. They seem to be homing as well. Which is tricky. Ah, free experience. Nice. Can anyone even prove that Ziggurat may end in something that's not death? Oh yeah, I'm sure someone's completed the game for. Amnesia. Switches your mana pools randomly and increases their size. No, I'd rather have permanent health increase. am more selective about my mana pools. Now we will heal by smashing these things on our way past. I don't quite like the way that the screen blurs when you get hit. My eyes are bad enough as it is. It doesn't help when they then make things worse. That's not one of the things you can turn off though, as I understand it. You can turn off motion blur, and I have. You can increase the FOV, which was basically the second thing I did after turning off motion blur. Oh, headshots do appear to actually help. And there's the level key. Now I do need to go and have a look just to see if if one of those actually has a proper crack in it. That's not a proper crack. That appears to have some type of crack in it. Ah, yes. Oh, what do you know? And we get a card of Staff Scavenger. Increase your staff mana pool. Oh, helpful. Actually, no, we do have a staff. And then this is a secret. Endless Runner released in 2010, Avatar Ninja. Its strong points were good difficulty curve and real-time scoreboards. It was our first true commercial success. Fair enough. They do that in all, well, I think almost all of the secret rooms have something like that in, if you go close enough to the glass, I should say. Stained glass. Another fight? Yes, another fight. Seriously, dude, you don't look like you're doing well there. Wasn't a terribly sensible place to hide. In plain sight. I mean, it works for some things. Doesn't work for sort of glowing purple enemies. I have a feeling I might want to save the amulet for the boss, because circle strafing is hard enough at the best of times. Is that everyone dead already? Barely putting up a challenge in this instance. Hello. Love the fact that you can get about by sprint bunny hopping. I'm not sure it's necessary to bunny hop, but I love doing it anyway. And now this is a slightly different form of room. The monsters basically keep respawning until you destroy all of the obelisks. And I believe each obelisk spawns or respawns the monsters nearest it. So the faster you destroy them, the better it goes. Right. Warlock. Mana gems give you more magic energy each, or increases alchemy mana pool overall. Well, it makes much more sense to get more mana per gem. That way you can burn through it, drop a bunch of gems, get a bunch more mana. Right, can we set him on fire and then poison him? Unfortunately I missed setting it on fire. Oh, there we go. Poison fire. Ah, yes, the healing power of running at books. Magical in its way. What's this? Do you want me to stop? Not happening. That's a skeleton's axe. Excuse me, I thought you were all dead. Right, that's him dealt with. I wonder if you can get headshots on the flying turtles. I mean, I don't know what the real name is. It's as close as I can get to it. The enemies don't appear to be... Oh, wait, no, there's some more. They are respawning. It's very slow, it would seem. Probably because I've destroyed so many of the obelisks. he was going down. Well, never mind. He is now. Oh, and the skeletons respawned as well. It's just the minions we've got to take down now. A ball in a china shop. Yes, I am working towards that, especially since smashing things heals me. Now, there's got to be some minions about. Oh, there's one over there. Did I catch him on fire? I did. So now you glow and you're on fire. Well, isn't that a pity? Oh yeah, no. Ah, health. Yes, I'll take that. Right, there's still more to explore. But so let's keep going, I guess. These things split off into two kamikaze versions of themselves. So it's a good idea when you're about to kill them to focus on one at a time. Or it would seem to be. Pro strats here I'm making up as I go along. Both of those dead? I think so. I don't want to kill the other one just yet. Not if I'm going to have to... Oop. And there come his little replacements. Surrogates? No. Annoying bastards, let's just call them that. Well, this room appears to be pretty empty. We've already found the secret room on this floor, haven't we? Yes. So that's going to become a thing. It's a good thing we can't fall off of those sides, because otherwise I would have done so several times by now. Up, up, and up and away! Actually, flying I think is the one thing this game doesn't have. It's got magic of practically every other type. Ah, carrots. Well, they're not actually carrots. They're mandrakes, I think. Evil enchanted root. Yes, I think it's time to bring out the big guns. Luckily you can use this for area denial. Well, that worked. Apparently they're too stupid to turn a corner. I can take advantage of that. Now we do have to collect the loot before it disappears, however. There is even a card to increase the time it lasts before it disappears, which I do really like. Right, levelling up more staff, or... yeah, here we go. It's exactly what I wanted. You can spend more time mashing their faces in and less time worrying about whether their drops will still be there in a minute. So now we can actually wait out the fire. We haven't found the boss room yet, have we? No, so... must be the next one. Well, soonish. We're on the right path at least. Oh, here we go. I have no idea what we're going to fight here. Oh, the same one as killed me last time. Interesting. Started with the same weapon. Okay. Trying to keep track of the right one so that I don't have to deal with the wrong ones at all. Seems to be working rather well. It doesn't appear she does the sort of Legend of Zelda-esque disappearing, then reappearing, and then make a guess trick, which is just impossibly annoying. Also seems rather pointless, because I'm going to guess it in the end anyway. Off we go, level 3. Now 12 minutes, it didn't feel like it. Felt like longer. I suppose it couldn't measure literally infinite time that it felt like. Cursed Cathedral, floor 3. Ooh. Another what? Scarab beetle stuff. Somewhat like a shotgun, except they also bounce. I'll take it, it's not a poison weapon. Therefore it's much better. My automatic value. Yeah, there's got to be enemies in here. Yep. Well, they're plants, so they should react badly to fire, I would have thought. I do think that many enemies react logically like that. Yep. Got some champions on our hands. I don't know the difference between... Oh, it's just firing more. Did we smash a wall accidentally? I believe we did. Oh, go us. In a positive, encouraging sense, not in a pejorative, you know, where go you? Kind of sarcastic sense, I should say. I am British and we are known for our self-deprecating humour, but in this instance that wasn't one of them. That wasn't some of it, I should say. Right, now that is a lava pit, as any lava pit should be. Random card. Wrecking Ball! Well, yeah, that must be the number of times we've had it this run. So good, yes, 3 of them. What's this? White Noise Online. Released in 2013, blah 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 blah, I don't care. Ah, for some reason apparently I can't skip. I'm sure it's all very interesting, but I'm more interested in smashing things face in. That was why I turned up today. These must be... yeah, they're alchemical fire, because if they weren't, it would go out in the water. Nice to know. Oh, look at all that poison acid. Well, if they're going to group themselves together, they're just asking to be bathed in fire. By fire be purged! Too soon, Executus, too soon, you've awakened me. Loot. Wow, the old days of raiding WoW have long since passed. I've got to admit, I enjoyed it at the time, but then I had literally no life while doing it. Mana per battle? That's only the second time we've taken that card. Yes. Yes, I will. Whoa, we are low on health. Let's go collect their EXP orbs, and hopefully some of them will have dropped some health. Yes, there we go. Now that staff seems basically tailor-made for crowd control. That's clearly not all of them, so where are the last of them? Oh, they're over there. 360 no scope. Are they invisible? No, they're just behind a wall. I don't quite get what the 360 no scope is. I mean, I think no scoping is where you shoot someone without using the scope with a sniper rifle. What's 360 no scoping and why is it important? Is this not a boss room? Wow, that's interesting. The first large boss type room that I've seen that hasn't got bosses in it. Unfortunately, it's not got anything to smash in it either, so my health is somewhat critical. Oh, it appears my planet needs me. Let's sprint, see if we can't get out their way. And it would seem the other thing to be wary of is not to stop moving. Well, I'm dead. I actually really enjoyed that. I hope you did too. You can let me know with the like, dislike, or comments, or you can tweet at IXZine. If you follow at IXZine, sorry, you will get all the latest updates, or you can subscribe to find out more. Okay, I hope to see you next time. Thanks ever so much for watching, and